Change leaders reframe critics' premises. Leadership learning? On 20th of February 1947, Alan Turing addressed the London Mathematical Society in a lecture titled Intelligent Machinery. In it, he proposed that chess could serve as a practical demonstration of machine intelligence. At a time when electronic computing was in its infancy, Turing, mathematician, codebreaker, and visionary, argued that machines need not merely calculate, they could in principle simulate aspects of human reasoning. His suggestion that a computer might play chess was not entertainment. It was a deliberate attempt to anchor abstract theoretical ideas in a concrete and testable domain. The historical significance of this moment rests in its clarity of direction. Post-war Britain was rebuilding industrial and scientific capacity. Early computers, such as the automatic computing engine, were conceived primarily for calculation, code-breaking, and scientific work, far beyond the simple cash register tasks many people assume machines were built for. Turing's lecture reframed the conversation. He posed the problem of intelligence as something that could be explored experimentally through structured rules and bounded complexity. Chess provided a defined system of constraints, strategy, uncertainty, and foresight. It was a disciplined environment in which machine capability could be observed, refined, and measured. The deeper challenge was conceptual and cultural. Prominent scientists such as Douglas Hartree and Charles Galton Darwin had publicly dismissed the possibility of machine intelligence, making Turing's reframing of their premises an act of intellectual courage rather than technical speculation. The deeper challenge was whether a machine could appear to think, make choices under uncertainty, or learn from previous moves. By introducing chess as a proving ground, Turing shifted the intellectual debate from philosophy to engineering. He transformed speculation into an operational question. This lecture helped establish a trajectory for research into artificial intelligence that would later influence academic institutions, defense research, and commercial computing. The implications extended beyond mathematics. They touched psychology, philosophy, logic, and later corporate technology strategy. The idea that intelligence could be modeled and tested in a controlled system laid foundations for subsequent breakthroughs in machine learning and cognitive science. The importance of this moment lies in disciplined imagination. Turing did not claim that machines were already intelligent. He identified a structured experiment through which intelligence might be explored. By defining a problem space that was complex yet rule-bound, he provided a framework for incremental progress. In doing so, he highlighted that significant change often begins not with grand declarations, but with the careful reframing of what is possible and how it might be tested. Turing's reframing exemplifies saeculum leadership, where leaders confront inherited assumptions, expose the limits of prevailing orthodoxy, and open new conceptual territory through disciplined reasoning. His use of chess as a bounded demonstration is a model of signal architecture, a single concrete example that carries disproportionate explanatory power and illuminates the deeper pattern of transformation. Change leadership lessons. Turing's lecture reveals how transformational change begins with intellectual courage. Leaders of change accept the factual premises of critics whilst questioning their limiting conclusions to disarm opposition and open new thinking. They use bounded yet significant examples like chess to make transformational ideas tangible rather than purely abstract or theoretical. Change leaders expect those whose status depends on current systems to surround work with mystery and offer excuses when challenged. They advance intellectual frameworks during implementation delays rather than waiting for technical success to communicate transformational possibilities. Leaders of change continue refining and promoting paradigm-shifting visions even when powerful interests initially reject or ignore breakthrough contributions. Summary leadership quote. Visionary change leaders reframe critics' premises into revolutionary possibilities, ground abstract visions in concrete demonstrations, and sustain commitment despite institutional resistance to ideas threatening established expertise. Change leadership responsibility 1. Articulate a change vision. A credible change vision provides the anchor point when leaders face resistance and must choose between abandoning transformational ideas and strategic persistence. Just as Turing's vision of machine intelligence gained traction through bounded demonstrations and clear conceptual frameworks, modern organizations secure commitment when leaders articulate a future state that is both revolutionary and intellectually rigorous. This clarity enables stakeholders to understand what paradigm shift must be pursued, why existing assumptions require challenging, and which institutional barriers are inevitable. A well-articulated vision does not eliminate skepticism, it reframes it, allowing possibilities to be tested against evidence rather than orthodoxy. When leaders communicate vision with intellectual courage and concrete examples, they reduce defensive reactions, discourage status quo thinking, and create the conditions for paradigm exploration before technical capabilities fully exist. This responsibility ensures that long-term transformation remains grounded in compelling ideas, disciplined reasoning, and purposeful direction despite institutional suppression. Leadership of change. Final thoughts. Enduring transformation requires leaders who articulate possibility before systems are ready to deliver it. In an era shaped by artificial intelligence and exponential computational power, the responsibility remains unchanged. Challenge limiting assumptions through disciplined reasoning and courageous articulation. Leadership excellence lies not in adopting advanced tools, but in reframing the premises that determine how those tools are understood and applied. Find out more. Change Management Leadership, Leadership of Change, Volume 4,